Hi everyone, welcome back to PSLE Math 2023 Paper 2 question series, and in this video I'll be going to question 8. So let's take a look at it. So this is question 8, and this question is testing us on angles. So let's read the question first. ABCD and CFGE are identical parallelograms. So we got keywords identical. Identical parallelograms. HCB and EDC are identical, keyword again, right angle triangles. So do you remember what's a right angle triangle? So a right angle triangle is a triangle with at least one right angle. So if you try to locate them, HCB is actually this. HCB and EDC is this one. EDC. So remember, it's not this one. When you see that there are two triangles, you can't just assume that this is identical. It's not. So let's continue. So this question will be broken into three parts, part A, B, and C. I split them up so it'll be easier for you to understand. So let's go. So this is part A of the question. Find angle W. So can anyone tell me where is angle W? Angle W is this angle in the corner. So how are we going to find it? Did you realize that identical parallelograms means that they are all identical? And because they are parallelograms, this side is equal to this side equal to this side, this side equal to this side, equal to this side, equal to this side. And then this is parallel to this is parallel to this is parallel to this, and this is parallel to this. Because they are identical. Remember, keywords matter. So identical parallelograms. And do you remember properties of a parallelogram? If you say that interior angles are 180 degrees, you are correct. So, because that this angle, let's label it, this angle CFG and angle FGE are in the parallelogram, we can use the properties of interior angles to find it. So angle FGE or angle W is 180 degrees minus 80 degrees. If you remember what I said, it's because of interior angles. So answer is 100 degrees. So this is your answer for part A. So a tip for you guys, when you have parallelograms, always label the properties. And also, when you're looking for interior angles, you should always search for this thing called a C shape. So I'll show you here. This is a C shape. Wait, let's draw it in lines. This. So do you notice this is a C? So when it's a C in a parallelogram, those two angles add up to 180 degrees. Might be a C or might be an inverted C, like in this case. So if you use this property, it's correct. So now, let's go on to part B. So the same question, this is part B. Find angle Y. So where is angle Y? Angle Y is over here in this right angle triangle. So, can you tell me which places is angle Y in? I'll label them. So if you said first angle Y is in this triangle, you're correct. Angle Y is in that triangle. Can you tell me what else? That's right. If you say that angle Y is in this point, you are also correct. And that is the correct method we need to solve the problem. So, do you remember that this angle is 100 degrees from the previous question? And because it's a parallelogram, this angle is also 100 degrees. And do you remember that this angle is also 100 degrees? Because they are identical parallelograms? If you remembered it, good job. Now there's only one thing missing in the point. This angle. How are we gonna find it? So remember that this is a triangle and this is also identical. But the second identical triangle is not that important, but it is important. So find angle BCH by taking 180 degrees minus 90 degrees minus 23 degrees, which is 67 degrees because of angles in a triangle. Then we will annotate that BCD, angle BCD, is equal to angle FCE equal to angle W, which is 100 degrees, because of angles in a parallelogram. Then finally, we will use the property of angles at a point by taking 360 degrees minus 100 degrees minus 100 degrees minus 67 degrees minus 23 degrees to get 70 degrees because of angles at a point. So this is your answer for this question, 70 degrees. Now let's move on to the next question. So this is part C of the question. Let's read it. Circle the words that describe BHF in the statement. So where is BHF? This is BHF. So BHF is or is not a straight line because the sum of angles BHC and CHF is or is not 180 degrees. So which angles are they talking about? They're talking about BHC and CHF. So we know that BHC is 90 degrees, but we don't know what is CHF. So we can find CHF by taking 180 degrees minus 70 degrees minus 25 degrees, because this angle is 70 degrees from the previous question. We will get 85 degrees. And do you remember what's the property of a straight line? If you said that angles on a straight line add up to 180, you should be correct. Because if BHF was ever a straight line, the angles on the line will be 180. So we can do that by adding 90 and 85. So BHF plus CHF is 90 plus 85, which is 175 degrees. But shouldn't angles on a straight line be 180 degrees? So 175 is wrong. So thus your answer is not and is not. So this is your answer for part C. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.